Ladies and gentlemen, we are still in order of operations, PEMDAS rule, BODMAS rule. PEMDAS is used mostly in the USA, in America, and then BODMAS is used everywhere else, in Africa, in Asia, in Europe, okay? So now, let's evaluate here. Evaluating means we're looking for a value, okay, ladies and gentlemen? So that is 7 times -2 because of the parentheses, minus 3 squared, plus square root of 64. So we're going to follow order of operations, parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. The B here just stands for brackets, okay? And the O here, sometimes, you know, it's like the of, okay? But that also stands for the exponents that we have here, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So it's basically the same thing. All right, so go back, look at our very first videos on PEMDAS rule, on BODMAS rule, and then you will get the definitions. And also, we have an exception of the rule from the left to the right. If you're dealing with multiplication and division, whichever comes first, that's the one that you use first. Meaning that if division comes before multiplication and then you're going from the left to the right, you do the division first. As well as if you're dealing with addition and subtraction, whichever comes first from the left to the right, that's the one that you use first, okay? So let's go at it. And here, so we have multiplication, okay? We have nothing to do inside of the parentheses, okay? That's what the parentheses means. It means that if you have work inside the parentheses to do, you do that first. There's nothing to do inside the parentheses here. It's only -2, okay? And then the parentheses around the 7 in front of it, which is a coefficient, is just multiplication. All right? So 7 times -2 will give us what? -14. All right? So that's what we'll think about doing first, right? Going from the left to the right. But what is the mistake that we're making? Following the rules, left to the right, it should have been exponent. Do we have exponents here? Yes. We have -3 squared. Do we have another exponent here? Yes, because square root is the same thing as power 1/2, okay? So we have to just bring back this one and then work on the power here. So 3 squared is going to give us what? 3 times 3 is 9, plus I'm just bringing down the 64, okay? And remember, we said that square root is going to be treated as an exponent because square root of 64 is the same thing as square root of 6, is the same thing as 64 power 1/2, okay? So square root of 64 is just the same thing as 64 power 1/2. Something to keep on the side, okay? So that means we're going to work on this one also. So we still bring down 7 times -2, minus 9. And then what is square root of 64 is +8. We bring it down. Then again, we're working from the left to the right. So that means we're going to have to multiply here. 7 times -2 is going to give us what? -14 minus 9 plus 8. Okay? And then we're going from the left to the right still because you got to get used to that. So that anytime that you're dealing with this problem, you will never get it wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Because very soon, you're going to be having your test. Okay? So -14, so we're going from the left to the right. Also again here. Okay? So -14 and -9 is going to give us what? -23. Because both of them carry the same sign, which is negative sign. You add and you keep the sign. So it's going to give you -23. Then you bring down the 8. All right? And then -23 and +8. One is negative, the other is positive. You subtract and you keep the sign of the highest number. So that will give you what? -15. And you're good, okay? So this is what you get. So this is how you evaluate, and that's how everything works out. And then you're good to go on this one. All right, so let's go to the second one. So we have 15 plus 5 squared minus 10 over 3 plus 2. So that means division of 3/2. So the first thing that you want to do is to work out the problem on the top of the fraction, which is your numerator, and then you work on the one at the bottom, which is your denominator. So let's go and see what we have to put first into order. All right, so we have power here. So that means we got to go with the power. There's no parentheses, correct? So that is 15. We bring down the 15. 5 squared is what? It's 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is what? 25. And then minus 10. We bring down the 3 plus 2 as if nothing happened. Okay? So what else can we do after that? So we still focus on the top for now. We combine these two numbers. Remember, we're going from the left to the right. 15 plus 25 will give us what? 40, ladies and gentlemen. You do not need your calculator now. You do not need your calculator yet, okay? So it's 40. So this one will give us 40 minus 10 over what? Now, we can do the operation at the bottom, okay? At this point, we can do it, no problem. 3 plus 2 is what? Is 5. And then 40 minus 10, we know is, 40 minus 10 is 30. So we end up with 30 over 5, which is just the same thing as positive 6. So 30 divided by 5 is positive 6, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you get these problems done. Take your time, follow the steps. Do not rush it, ladies and gentlemen. Do not rush it. Take your time and do it again as you wish, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to subscribe, share, like, make suggestions, comment our video. Okay, we want to make it to reach more people as we can. It's maximum possible that we want, because at the end of the day, we started school, we want to pass the test, our exams and everything else. So let's make sure that we get going. All right? Thank you.